See, the trial balance of Anand dealers prepared on 31st December 2013 did not tally. It means they prepared the trial balance and the total of trial balance is not coming same. Total of trial balance disagree. The difference was placed in the suspense account on the debit side $39,180. Yesterday I explained you that if there is difference in the trial balance, then that difference we will transfer to which account? Suspense account for the time being, and later on we will rectify those errors. And when we rectify all the errors, the suspense account will disappear automatically. Suspense account will show zero balance. So right now the trial balance is showing difference. And what is the amount of difference? 39,180. And we put this amount of difference on which side of the suspense account? On the debit side. So see, let me prepare the suspense account. And what is the difference? And the difference we put on the debit side now. So I will write here difference in trial balance. We know that there is difference in trial balance, and the amount of difference is how much? And the amount of difference is this 39,180. So this I will put in the suspense account on the debit side. 39,000 how much? 180. 39,180 I will put on the debit side. Now see, a detailed examination of his books revealed the following mistake. After opening suspense account, we made the detailed examination of the books of accounts, and these are the results of that detailed examination. We got the errors, we found some errors. Okay, total 5 errors. Now see what they asked. You are required to correct the above mistakes by passing the necessary rectifying errors, by rectifying entries, not errors, by passing entries. Okay, rectifying entries in the journal and find out amount that was transferred to suspense account where the trial balance did not tally. Okay, I think we just need to rectify the errors. Okay, and for that we will pass entries and then we will update the suspense account. Got it? Yeah. Now see, read out the first error. What is the first error you read out? Now see, the error is which one? The first error is which one? A payment of $20,000 to John. We paid to John $20,000 was posted to the credit of his account. So first you read the transaction that we paid 20,000 to John. So its entry is what? What entry we pass for this? Whenever we make any payment to any person, what entry we pass? In this transaction we made payment to whom? To John na? So entry should be this: John debit how much amount? 20,000, because we are paying him, and bank credit, isn't it? This is the entry, and according to this entry in the ledger we are to debit the John account, isn't it? In the ledger John account is there, and according this is the correct entry, and according to this posting should be done on the debit side. But what we did was posted to the credit of his account. Instead of making posting on the debit side, we posted 20,000 on the credit side. Got it? This is the correct entry. When we will make payment to John, we will pass this entry, and according to this entry in John's account posting should be done on the debit side, but we made posting where? On the credit side, wrong side. Account is correct, amount is also correct, but the side is incorrect. Instead of making posting on the debit side, we made posting on the credit side. Got it? Now how to rectify this? So first you go according to this correct entry. So 20,000 is the correct posting now. So first we will write the correct posting 20,000. Then we are to rectify the effect of this 20,000. So don't rub this. Let 20,000 be here only. So to remove the effect of this 20,000, we will write 20,000 here. Okay. So it means we will debit the John account with total how much amount? Total 40,000. Got it? In order to rectify the John's account. This 20,000 is according to this correct entry, okay. And this 20,000 is for what? Just to rectify, just to remove the effect of this 20,000 which already I put on the credit side by mistake. So to remove the effect of that 20,000, we have to put 20,000 on the debit side. Got it? So it means total 40,000 we have to write on the debit side of John's account. So what is the rectifying entry? John will be debited with 40,000, and to complete the entry we will write suspense account 40,000. So this is the rectifying entry. Got it? First rectifying entry. Now second rectifying entry, read out. What is the second rectifying entry? Second error. Amrita, goods returned by Amrita, a regular customer. Amrita is our customer and we returned goods to her. Goods returned, she returned us, sorry, we didn't return, she returned us. Earlier we sold and now goods returned by Amrita, okay, for 5,800 was posted to the credit of sales account. So entry should be what? First make the entry. Now goods returned by Amrita, so entry is like this: sale return account debit, isn't it? 5,800, and credit the Amrita's account, AMRITA, credit Amrita's account with 5,800. This is the entry, isn't it? Yeah, and according to this entry, see, sale return account should be debited now in the ledger. Sale return account should be debited, but what we did was posted to the credit of sale account. Instead of making posting in the sale return account, we made posting in the sales account. And on which side? On the credit side. Okay, I put the amount on the credit side of the sale account. Got it or not? And Amrita's account was correctly posted in the ledger. Amrita's, we made correct posting in the Amrita's account. It means there is no any mistake in the Amrita's account. Getting my point? So now see, so we made posting by mistake in the sale account now on the credit side, isn't it? So to rectify the sale account, we will put 5,800 on the debit side, just to rectify this, okay. So sale account will be debited, sales account will be debited with 5,800 because sale account was unnecessarily credited. So now to rectify that account, we have to debit sale account. So sale account rectified now, okay. And sale return account should have been debited now according to this correct entry. This account should have been debited, but it was not debited. So now I will debit this account, sale return account with 5,800, okay, according to this entry. So this account is also rectified. Now to complete the entry, I will write suspense account. Suspense account with how much amount? 11,600, total of these two amounts. So this is the rectifying entry. Renovation charges or renovation. Renovation means this is capital expenditure, because again and again we will not renovate. Getting my point? So this is capital expenditure, and we are to debit furniture and fixture account, no doubt. This is correct. But see, we have taken amount incorrect. Instead of writing this much amount, we wrote this much. Got it or not? Yeah. So there is only mistake in the amount only. Okay. One thing understood. Charges on renovation. So this is capital expenditure. So obviously furniture and fixtures account will be debited, and we debited also. But instead of taking this amount, we debited furniture and fixtures with this much amount, over debited, extra debited. And how much extra debited? We are to debit with only 23,640, but we debited furniture and fixtures account with 32,460. So how much extra amount? 0, 2, 8, 11 minus 3, 8 and 0. This is the extra amount, 8,820. It means furniture and fixtures account over debited with this amount, okay. So over debited with 8,000 with how much amount? 8,820. So over debited. So now I will credit the furniture and fittings account. I will credit, and debit which account? Suspense account. I will debit the suspense account with 8,820, and furniture and fittings account will be credited. And with how much amount? Same amount, 8,820 over debited. So now I credited the account. Yeah. Now next error. A payment received from Rohan for this much amount, 49,000, 240, was credited to Roshan account. We are getting money from this person, but we credited different person's account. Agree? When we will get any payment, so we are to pass this entry now, cash debit run Rohan's account credited, because we are getting money from Rohan. So what entry we pass? Cash debit Rohan account credit. So Rohan account should be credited, isn't it? Which account? Rohan's account. But we credited this account, Roshan's account. So this account was unnecessary credited na, by mistake credited. So now I will debit this account. I will debit this account because this account was unnecessary, credited. So 49,240, and Rohan account should have been credited, isn't it? But it was not credited, so I will credit this account, Rohan's account, 49,240. This is actually error of omission, not error of, this is error of commission. So see, glass purchased for show windows. Okay. So it means that this is actually furniture and fittings. We are to debit furniture and fittings account. This is asset, not the goods. Okay. From Aftab supplier. Aftab is a supplier on credit. So what entry we should pass? We should pass this entry, furniture and fittings account debited with 38,450, and Aftab account will be credited. Wait a minute, let me rewrite the entry. Just a minute. What is the correct entry? Let me pass the correct entry first. We should pass this entry, furniture and fittings account should be debited with 38,450, and we are getting these goods on credit basis na, so credit the giver. So Aftab's account should be credited. Wait a minute. Aftab, AFTAB, Aftab's account should be credited with 38,450. This is the correct entry. But see what we did. Was recorded in the purchase day book. We purchase day book. It means instead of debiting this account, we debited which account? Purchase account. One thing. Okay. So we are to debit this account, but we debited this account. So this account unnecessarily debited na, purchase account. So now I will credit this account. Now. Purchase account will be credited with how much amount? Wait a minute. At the time of posting, their account was credited with this much amount. Wait a minute. At the time of posting, their account was credited with 34,850. Wait. Was at the time of posting, glass purchase for show window from Aftab supplier on credit for this much was recorded in the purchase book. At the time of posting, their account was credited with 34,850. Wait. Yeah. So purchase account we will credit. Wait a minute. Purchase account we will credit with with 38,450. 38,450. Okay. Yeah. And furniture and fittings account was not debited, so I will debit now furniture and fittings account. With how much amount? 38,450. Okay. Yeah, then see, at the time of posting their account was credited with 34,850. So we have to credit Aftab's account na with this much amount, but we credited only with how much amount? 34,850. So it means Aftab's account was under credited, isn't it? With how much? With how much amount? 0 0 14 minus 8 6, and 7 minus 4 3, 3600. So I will credit the wait a minute. Uh, so this is the one, here we have to pass two entries. Let me explain you. Hello. Yeah, wait a minute. Let me explain this from the beginning. Wait a minute, because it is quite confusing. Yeah. What is the correct entry? First we will see this. The correct entry is what? Furniture and fittings account should be debited with 38,450. Wait a minute, 38,450. And which account should be credited? Aftab. Aftab's account should be credited 38,450. This is the correct entry. Okay. But as we recorded this transaction in the purchase day book, okay, so it means we pass this entry, purchase account debit 38,450, and Aftab account credit. Aftab's account credited. Aftab's account with 38,450. We pass this entry. Okay. So it means in the entry Aftab account is correct. There is no any mistake in the entry regarding Aftab. Okay. See, this is the correct entry. We should have passed this entry, but we passed this entry. Okay. Now see how to rectify this mistake. Wait a minute. Yeah, now see, this is the correct entry. According to this entry we will go. So according to this entry, see, furniture and fitting account should have been debited now, but we debited purchase account. So this account was not debited, so now I will debit this account. Furniture and fittings account will be debited with how much amount? 38,450. So this account is rectified now. Okay, rectified. Now see, purchase account unnecessary debited now. It was unnecessary debited, so to rectify it I will credit the purchase account because it was unnecessary debited, 38,450. So one entry I will pass this. Okay, and one more entry I will pass. Just a minute. And what is the debt entry? So it means that these two accounts are rectified, furniture and fitting and purchase account. Now see, we have to rectify Aftab account. We pass this entry, no doubt, and according to this entry Aftab account should have been credited now with this much amount. Okay, but see, we credited with only with how much amount? 34,850. Instead of crediting Aftab's account with 38,450, we credited only with 34,850, isn't it? So under credited, less amount credited, how much? 3,600. Okay. Aftab's account was under credited. We are to credit with this much amount, but we credited in the ledger. Aftab's account we credited, but with only this much amount. So we less credited Aftab's account with 3,600. So now what we will do? See, we will credit the Aftab's account now with 3,600. Just a minute. Better I should pass the entry here only. Wait a minute. Yes, I should pass entry here only. So Aftab's account was under credited now. So see the entry number 6. I am going to pass here on this entry number 6. So suspense account will be debited with 3,600, and Aftab's account was under credited. So now again I will credit Aftab's account with that under credited amount 3,600. So this is the rectifying entry. Got it? So these are the entries to rectify the errors. 6 entries. Now see, now we have to draw the suspense account. Okay, So suspense account already I have opened here. Okay. Now I have to make the posting. So see in the entry, see in the first entry, John debit suspense credited now with 40,000. So suspense credited, so on its credit side I will write 40,000 and John, I will write John. Now next entry, in the second entry see sale account debited, sale return account debited and suspense account credited. So suspense account credited, so on its credit side I will write, sales 5800 and sale return. Sale return 5800. Okay, total 11,600. Got it? Yeah. Now in the third entry, suspense account debited, furniture and fitting account credited. Suspense debited 8820. So on its debit side I will write 8820. Furniture and fittings. Furniture and fittings. Okay. Now in the next entry, see in the fourth entry there is no suspense account, so leave this entry. Okay. Now in the fifth entry again there is no suspense account, so leave this entry also. Okay. Now in the sixth entry, see there is suspense account debit, Aftab's account credit. Suspense account debited, so on its debit side I will write 3600 Aftab's account. Okay. Now you see, I think total of both the sides are now equal. There is no any difference. So let's make the total of both the sides. So see total of the credit side. What is the total of credit side? 51,600. And what is the total of debit side? 51,600. Got it? It means earlier suspense account was showing debit balance, isn't it? This much amount. But see, after rectifying all the errors, now suspense account is showing zero balance. Now there is no balance in the suspense account. Getting my point? Total of both the sides are equal. It means we have rectified all the errors. Suspense account opened in the trial balance with 39,180, but we rectified all the errors. Now there is no balance in the suspense account. It means suspense account is closed.